Hello dear students, welcome to the second session of chapter 4 List and Table Handling in HTML. I hope you all are doing well. In previous session we discussed about the creation of list in HTML. I hope you did practical also of that one. So in today's session we are going to discuss about table handling. What is the importance of table and how to create table in HTML. So basically, table is used to display well-mannered and organized data. So with the help of rows and columns, we can organize the data very nicely, and also it looks so easy and very easy to understand. So table handling is very important to display the well-organized data. So now we will see how to create table in HTML. So let's start. Table. Table is a combination of rows and columns that represents the data in a tabular format. Which tag is used to create table in HTML? Table opening and closing table tag is used to create table in HTML. As we said here, that table is a combination of rows and columns. So table tag is there to create table. But to create row, which tag is there? For the creation of row, we have opening and closing tr tag. And tr stands for table row. Next is we said that how to create column or cells. So td tag is used to enter table data. So here the creation of column we have td tag. td stands for table data. And basically it creates columns of rows. It will display data with a normal font and left align. We have to remember this one. It will display data with a normal font, and the by default alignment of td tag is a left align. Then after another tag also there to create a column. So that tag is th tag, and th stands for table heading. So th tag is used to write down columns heading, and it stands for the table header, and it will display information in a bold font and center align. So basically we can say that both th and td tag we can use to create a columns or to enter data. But when we are using th tag is basically used for the column heading. So means we can set the first row of the table that we can describe with the help of th tag. And then after to enter data in a table we are using td tag. How this is possible, that we'll see further. Then after next tag is a caption tag. What is the use of caption? It is used to give the name of a or heading of a table. But this content will be visible outside the table. Means outside the table border this heading will be visible, not along with the table. So the tags we discussed here, that is first table tag to use to create the table in HTML. Then after tr tag to create row. Then after th and td tag to create column or to enter data in a table. And then after caption tag is used to give the heading of a table. So these are the four basic tags that we have to remember for the creation of table. Then after attributes of table tag, the most basic attribute, that is border. Border is used to display border around the table as well as around each individual cell. And the width of the border we can give in the form of pixels. So this is with the border tag you can give the border around our text. Then after align. Alignment is used to set the alignment of the table like left, center, right or justify. Then after width. Width means how much space it will occupy in the browser window. And width you can give in the form of pixel or in the form of percentage. Suppose if you are giving the width 50%, then it will occupy the 50% of the browser screen. Then after next is a height. Height is used to give that how tall your image or your table will be displayed in the browser screen. So that also you can give either in the form of pixel or in the form of percentage. Then after, next is the cell padding. Cell padding is used to create space between the edges of a cell and its content. And then after cell padding, it is used to create space between the cells of the table. That I'll explain you with one table only. Next is the row span. Row span and col span, these both are very important attribute. It is used to merge the cells or merge the number of rows, and col span is used to merge the number of columns. So for the merging facility, we can use row span and col span. This attribute we will discuss now. Let's see the example of table. Here you can see result of standard 10 that is visible outside the table. So this is written with that we can write it down with the help of caption tag. Then after, next you can see the first row of a table, and the first row is divided into how many columns? 3 columns, and the name of the columns are name, percentage and rank. So this you can see here, this name, percentage and rank are written at the center of the cell and with the bold effect. So this tag we have to write it down with the th tag as per our description. And then rest of the data you can see Sapna 85% and rank is the first. So this is the left align and with the normal font is written. So this data we have to write it down with the td tag. So I hope you understood how to use all the tags that we discussed earlier. Now we'll see the coding to display this above table. So first our coding will as always start with the HTML, then after our body tag, and then after we want to create table. So first we have to begin the coding with the table tag. So table, then after the attributes we have discussed that we are using now. First border. Border, what is the size of thickness of the border? 4. Then after align. Alignment of our table is the center. Height is the 50% and width is the 50%. So it will occupy the 50% height and width of the browser screen. Then after C, with the help of caption tag we have written our heading, that is result of standard 10. Closing caption tag. Then after C, the first one row we want to create this one, name, percentage and rank. So first we have to write it down opening tr tag. Then after, how many cells are there? 3 columns are there. So how many td tags are required? 3 th tags. Sorry, th tag we will use here because our name and our columns heading are written with the bold effect and at the center align. If we want to display data like this, we have to use th tag. And as I told you why we are using th tag, basically th tags are used to define the column headings. So our first row is the column heading. You can see name, percentage and rank. This is the heading of our columns. And based on the heading only we will insert the data inside it. So this column heading we have to write it down with the table header tag, th tags. So these all are the paired tags. So 3 columns are there. So 3 th tag we need. Opening and closing th tag, between them we have to write it down our columns name, that is name, percentage and rank. Now our first row is complete. So we have to close their tr tag. So then after closing tr tag. So here like this our first one row is complete. Now we will define our data. So first one data is Sapna 85% and first string. Again we have to open the tr tag because this is the second one row. Now to enter data we will use here td tag. Okay, have you understood the difference here? Now we are going to insert data that we want on a left side and with the normal font. That is why we are using here td tag. So td, first one, our content we will write it down, that is Sapna 85% and what is the rank of Sapna? First rank. And then after closing tr tag. So after the creation of this one you can see the rest of the things are same only. Okay, the next 2 data is also the same, just name is only different. So if the first one is created by you, you can use the copy paste operation if you don't want to write this one. So now we will create the third one row. Now the third one data is Soham 82% and second. That is written with the TR and TD text. And a fourth one is also written like this. Sakshi 80% and third rank. Then after our closing table tag, closing body tag and closing HTML tag. So this is the coding, student, how to write it down table in a HTML. I hope you understood this one. Now we will see the use of callspan attribute. Before that, you just see the example here. One row is created with the 3 cells, and at the center of the cell my heading is written standard 10 mark sheet. So here I want to display my output without these 3 cells. Means at the center of the single cell I want to display my heading, that is standard 10 mark sheet. So basically I have to merge these cells. So how to merge the cell? That is possible with the help of callspan attribute. If you want to merge the cell horizontally, then for that you have to use callspan attribute. Now coding here is available how to merge the cells. So first we have to start our HTML tag and then after body tag. Now we want to create table, so at the beginning we have to write it down table tag. Remember students, whenever we are going to create table, first our coding will be begin with the table tag only. And the most common attribute of table, that is border, and here I have set the border thickness is a 4. Then after see, only one row is here. So to create row, which tag is there? TR tag. So yes student, we have to use opening TR tag. Then after how many cells I told you, only we want only one cell, and at the center of the cell I want my output, that is standard 10 mark sheet. So how many TD, TH I will write it down? Only one TH now. So opening TH tag. Now we will use our callspan attribute. What is the use of callspan? It is used to merge the cells horizontally. So callspan and value is written 3. Why 3? Because how many cells I want to merge? That is 1, 2 and 3. So I want to merge these cells into one cell. I want to convert these 3 cells into one cell. So basically 3 cells I want to merge. So 3 value I will write it down there. Now I will write it down. Now opening TH tag is over. So remember students, always callspan attribute you have to use with the opening tag, same as how we are using the another attributes. Then after write it down coding, that is standard 10 mark sheet, your data. Then after closing TH tag and closing TR tag. So here our creation of row is complete with the help of callspan 3. How it will display? See, remember the callspan must be used with the opening TD or TH tag, and as a value you have to specify the number of columns, that is 3 in our example that you want to merge. Then after, see here, result after using callspan attribute. So here you can see students, only one cell is now there and our heading is written at the center of the cell, standard 10 mark sheet. So this type of output will be there on your screen after using callspan attribute. So this is about use of callspan. Now how to merge cells vertically. So before you just see this example. Here you can see 1, 2 and 3 is written, and this cell is the extra cell. Empty cell is the extra cell, and I want to merge that cell vertically. Means in the one box, I want in the one box only, in the bigger box. Like this you can see here. So like this I want only in the bigger box 1, and then after 2 and 3 in the separate box. So how to merge cells vertically, that we will see now. So to merge the cells vertically, we have another attribute, that is row span attribute. With the help of row span, we can merge the cells vertically. How to do this one? This we will see in this coding. See here, HTML then after body, and then here in the table tag I have used 3 attributes, that is border is equals to 1, very thin border, then width is a 25% and height is 25%, so it will occupy 25% of the browser screen. Then after CTR tag to create the row, and then after in the first one row we can say that how many cells we have, 2 cells, that is 1 and 2. So here you see which row you wants to merge here, 2. This one is written, see before it was like this and now I wants to merge like this. So basically how many cells you wants to merge here, 1 and 2 cells. So with the first this TD tag we will use row span attribute. Why row span? Because we wants to merge the cells vertically. And row span value is equals to 2. Why 2? Because here 2 cells are there that I wants to merge. So row span is equals to 2. Now what is the content? 1. We have to write it down and then closing TD tag. Then after next is a TD, that is 2. Okay. So here our first one row is complete. Now you just see in the second row we have only one content, that is 3. Okay, because this one will be considered as a one cell only, and that we already did with the help of row span. So in the third one TR, how many TD will come? Only one TD to write it down the our 3 content. So here use the TD and write it down 3, closing TD, and our second row is closed. And then after closing body tag. So by writing this one, you can see the output like this table. Okay. So row span also you have to use with the starting TD or TH tag, and call span also you have to use with the starting TD or TH tag. Okay. So without using row span, your output was like this before. And when you will use the row span, you can see the output like this table. Okay. So I hope you understood this row span and call span attribute. You just remember like this, that if you want to merge the cells horizontally, then you have to use call span attribute. And if you want to merge the cells vertically, then you have to use row span attribute. And how many cells you want to merge, that is the value of that attribute. It is very simple, students, and this merging facility you have to remember. Because whenever the table format will come, anywhere you have to merge the cells. Okay, based on the format. If it is required, you have to merge it. So at that time you have to remember that which are the attributes are there to perform the merging facility in a HTML. So I hope you understood, students. The rest of the things we'll discuss in a next session. Thank you.